After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Moss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Fielded at the 43. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a 1st down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun is again to Achane. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 44 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return is Charlie Jones. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now Burrow on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incompletions at 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection we haven't seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. And they go play action now. Burrow, Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here's 3rd and 3. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And unable connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Right back to Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jalen Phillips able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You caught that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the 8th. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line.
Charlie Jones on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And off to Achane to begin the drive. And now the rookie's free. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, back to Achane. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And Walker has it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add their lead. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
1st down, Cincinnati.
1st down, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action to Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And oh my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.